Well, the children are all so far away. APS swooped in, I rough and took them today, with tears welled up in their eyes. No parents by their side. APS wins again today. Don't think it's the truth. Gone away is their youth, and the empty eyes of the parents prove it. Don't you think for a minute you are weak because they're gone. There wasn't any warning for you to follow along. A caseworker has no soul to hold in check. It's why they leave us parents such a wreck. Don't stand for the hell they created. All of our children they stole, our worst saving. They are waiting at the door for us to save them. We need to stand up for our God and obey Him. He leads us to the battle with a beating drum. He knows the feeling they took his only son. He may be the powerful, our creator. The son he gave to us is our savior. He won't be ignored if a praise is held up high. Those kids were made by us for his endless supply. We are to protect the children at all costs. This game is not over. We have not lost. We have the power He gives us inside. We rise to the faith when it's time. You never stand by yourself. Take God off the shelf and then draw the power you need to beat it, beat it. Draw the power you need to beat it, beat it. When Tiff and the Punisher are hosting their show, rally around them, let's get up and go. They give us the strength to fight for our rights. Tiff and the Punisher are here to give you strength. We want you to get in the fight. Your kids will never say goodnight without you in their side. As long as Tiff and the Punisher have something to say, don't give up. We are all here for your strength. Your Lord high in the sky. Tiff and the Punisher by your side. And your kids wait patiently for you to arrive. Don't give up your fight. What APS is doing isn't right. So don't waste another day. Put your broken feelings away. Stand with Tiff and the Punisher. Give up and fight.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
I'm just your average parent trying to do right by my kids. Never thought I'd have to, deal with something like this. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon. The kids' toys were scattered everywhere. Then there was a knock at the door. My heart sank when I saw who it was.
Hello, I'm from Child Protective Services. We've received a report and need to inspect your home.
I didn't know what to do. They wanted to come in, look around, talk to my kids. My hands were shaking. I felt like I was doing something wrong even though I knew I wasn't. But then, I remembered something I'd read online about knowing your rights. I took a deep breath and said, "I'm sorry, but unless you have a warrant, I can't let you in." The CPS worker looked surprised. They weren't used to parents knowing their rights. It wasn't easy, but I stood my ground. I protected my family's privacy that day. Remember, when CPS knocks, know your rights. It can make all the difference.
Tiff and the Punisher, they won't back down, screaming out loud in every town. Stand against the system that's gone insane, fighting like lions, don't feel no pain. Abolish CPS, their rally cry, no kids for...
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to lead. tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We've done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Hey, everybody.
Oh my freaking Lord Almighty. Every damn time that we have somebody that's a freaking amazing, iconic figure that is the most important thing that we could possibly have going on, things always go wrong. Every damn time. So, what I will attribute though is that I fixed it. I made it work, kind of without a blurb. But anyway, sorry. I just had to get that out so everybody knew that what had happened there. So, um, back to what you were saying,
So
Tiff.
I just want to say that I appreciate that. And actually, I really didn't do anything. I actually feel like I helped put you behind bars, but I appreciate that. She said you're the reason I've gotten this far, Tiff. But I'm like, damn. Every time I talk to her, I'm like, oh my god, I still feel like I'm the reason you went to jail.
Oh, Jesus. Oh man, these people. We got a great house tonight. We got Louie in the house. We got Angel thinking. We've got who else do we have in here? Who else do we got? We got a lot of people in here. But Tiff, do you know that we have one of the greatest motivational speakers of our time with us right now?
Actually, I do because I'm
Actually,
the one that said we need to
mm,
get her on. I just didn't know it was her.
right. Well, we we did. Well, not we. It was our
Yes, she
manager
did.
Alicia. She was the one that did all the groundwork because I'm sure it's not easy to get our guests onto these shows. I'm sure she's got a lot of other things that she's doing, but she made time to fit with us. She's well known on TikTok. She's well known. Well, she's well known everywhere. She's got a she's got a voice that
I
rivals you,
know.
Tiff.
That's why I love her.
That all being said, right? Let's bring her out. This is Mindset Mistress right here. Let me see if
Oh
my buttons
gosh.
work right here. All right, it works. Precious
It
Jackson, how we doing,
worked.
Miss Lady?
Hi.
All right, you were in. All of everything's fixed.
Hi. Thanks for the
So how
intro.
we doing?
I'm doing amazing. Can I just say I love the intro songs? I'm like the songs.
I make all the
I
time.
love
Yeah,
them.
I make
I
all
I
the time.
love
told you,
them.
Oh, well, thank
if
you.
I
you
love them.
if you when we talked about
Mhm.
backstage, if that
Hmm.
happens, you will get all of that.
That is amazing.
Yes, you can have all of this and
It's the
then some.
lyrics. I love the lyrics. I was like, okay. I was like, yes. So thank you so much for
Well,
having me.
thank you. Thank
The
you.
intro, loved it.
Yeah,
Well, thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming
right.
on.
Perfect. Excellent.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm putting that in. I'm gonna make a clip of that. So I'm gonna be like +1 fan. Punisher +1. Score for me. Um, yeah. So Nebraska, right dead smack in the middle of the old United States, right there with Offutt
Yeah.
Air Force Base, right there with. I mean, you got all kinds of people
Oh
out
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
What's going on out
Warren
in Nebraska?
Buffett, Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Well, we are right here in the middle, but unfortunately, CPS does what they do here too. So, I first of
Mm.
all, it's an honor to be here. I think the work that you guys do is amazing. So I feel like
Oh,
it's an honor to be here with you guys. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff
oh,
going on out here in Nebraska. We got advocates here too. Everybody kind of forgets about us. They think it's just corn and cows here, but there's babies here that
right,
need help too.
right. Unfortunately, there it's like that
Yeah,
everywhere, right?
unfortunately.
Child a minute in this country is taken into CPS custody. A child a minute, but yet, why is it so hard? Well, you don't seem to have the problems. I look at your numbers, and you're up into the 6-0 number, if not seven, possibly in some places.
Mhm.
We don't have that number, but here's the thing: why is it so hard to get that many people when you're fighting for the number one thing that everybody should be paying attention and fighting for this country, and that's the kids? So why is it so hard to get and achieve those numbers by solely working on stopping the abuse and neglect of the children?
Well, in my opinion, I feel like it's because of the people who are targeted. The community that's targeted are low to middle class community. So these folks, including myself, us, I'll say, we got a lot going on. We work,
Yeah.
we work paycheck to
Mhm.
paycheck. Like we don't have the luxury to just sit around and investigate and do all of these things. So I think a lot of kids get left behind, and they set the system up on purpose for you to be distracted. They make the parents do all of these astronomical things to get their children back that have nothing to do with the reason why they're struggling in the first place. Like, it's so many answers to that question. Like, I could go on and on and on and on. I'm Tiff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
Like, it's so many reasons.
I mean, and then on top of, right, and then on top of that, I don't know if you notice this or not, because I know you delve into the CPS
Hmm.
world and all of that, but I mean, I think your overall thing is just be good as a person, just be good to
Yeah.
people, and I think that's what's great about you. I mean, I know you're not just focused into CPS. I mean, what other realms do you go out and you advocate for?
So one of the main topics that I talk about is healing. Because I come from
Yeah.
physical abuse, sexual abuse. I've kind of lived it all,
Oh
but
my.
I know that uh,
Yeah.
that's all a part of my purpose. So my main thing is healing. I talk about toxic family, sweeping things under the rug, a lot of things folks don't want to talk about, like, abuse, whether it's physical or sexual, a lot of things people don't want to talk about. So I kind of I kind of bring that out of people. I bring up topics that people are scared to
Right.
discuss, and then people don't even realize that they were that unhealed until they tap into that.
Mhm.
Healing does this.
Right.
What with the work that you guys do, this is what healing does for people. Once you get that satisfaction of knowing you can help one kid come home, you just want to help everybody. You want to do it for everybody. So that's kind of what happened with me. Once I healed and helped one person heal and help one person get their kids back after I got my kids back, I just became addicted. It's like a drug.
And that's part of the
Oh.
healing process too. That's how
Yes.
you never completely heal if you've been TPR'd, okay?
Oh
And
man.
and I tell people that it's been 30 plus years for me, right? Like I was good enough to raise three of my children, but not the one. Get out of here. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Mhm.
But you're right. Part
Right.
of how I healed, and I said this in an article that I was interviewed for. the biggest part for me was as I was trying to heal, I learned the system, I watched it, and I started helping other people. And every time we get a kid home or we get a kid out of foster care and placed in kinship care, it helps, right? It helps heal all the shit that I went through.
Right.
And not only
Yep.
that, you're also part of helping to heal this family.
Hmm.
And Darren's probably going to shoot me, but he can cuss me out after the show. But I also tell Darren and I tell other people, right? Like, don't let them take your life, literally, because we know that a lot of people can't deal with it and they just leave this earth. Why
It's
give them the
rough.
satisfaction, right? Because
It's rough.
now you just proved them right. And the second thing I say is, I know the holidays are coming. They're still hard for me, but you can't stop living your life because that's what they want. They're winning all
Mm-hmm.
the time. If you don't find some kind of peace and happiness in your own life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And something really important that
Mm-hmm.
you said that I would like to touch base on if I could. You said, as I'm in the system, I'm learning. And I think that is very key and very important for anybody who's listening who needs some advice. While you're in it, listen, learn, watch everything. Don't throw no paperwork away. This is my advice also
Mm-hmm.
as somebody who had to fight the state twice to get my kids back. Make most of your communication, make it email. After email
Email. Yes.
everything because they would say that I said things that I didn't say. You know what I mean? And
Yes,
they're
ma'am.
the judge is not going to listen to the parents. They're going to listen to the
Mm-hmm.
workers that do the visitation, and they're going to listen to everybody but you. You have to be your own
Mm-hmm.
advocate. You cannot depend on the guardian ad litem or depend on, you have to work for you. So learning while you're in the system, key. That was some golden advice right there.
Yeah, because they're
That's
on a
right.
pattern, right?
Mhm.
I'm a pattern person. So I would go to court, I would hear cases until they throw you out. I would watch the good lawyers versus the bad lawyers and the good
Mhm.
GALs versus the bad GALs. And then I just learned, right? But I've always
Yep.
been taught my constitutional rights. So I had to learn how to flip my constitutional rights as an individual and start using them against CPS. And that's what everybody needs to learn too. If you can't learn and know your rights, you can't use them. You can say, "Oh, you're violating my rights." But if a judge asks you, "Well, tell me what rights that I'm violating," and you can't answer, you're stuck like Chuck.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's really where it starts at. Because if people know their rights, it would be way less cases because people think because CPS comes knocking on your door, you have to let them in. You have to let them search your house and question your children. No, you don't. No, you don't. So it
Mm-hmm.
really does start with knowing your rights right there. And like I said, you don't see no rich people going through this. You don't see no wealthy people going through this.
Nope.
This is one of those things where it's not about race. It's not about that. It's literally about your financial or social status. They pick on the
Mm-hmm.
poor to middle class. They choose these kids for a reason. They know the parents don't have enough money to afford a real lawyer to fight the state. They
Mm-hmm.
know that like it's been legal for so long. It's kidnapping
Mm-hmm.
is what they kidnapped
Thank you
mine
very
twice.
much.
Twice. I got 6 kids.
Yep.
Kidnapped them twice. And
Mm-hmm.
because I am a felon and my husband is a felon, it was easier for them to take our kids because it's like, well, you guys are criminals. We can take your kids. What do you mean? So yeah, like I could talk about this forever.
So I do want to, and I'm going to get your
Yep.
information because we're going to do a three. We're going to talk after the show too. But I
Okay.
do want to know: do you have the American Bar Association report where they finally came out last year or the year before and said that they have been policing? They acknowledge that CPS have been policing African Americans and Hispanic children for the last 40 years.
Oh yeah. Without me seeing that, I know that because I lived it.
Right. Well, I know because all my
Right.
kids are biracial, right?
Oh yeah. And to the
So,
state, your kids are black.
correct. So when they finally admitted it, of course, I'm with the NAACP. I sent
That's
it to
horrible.
them. I
That's
sent it to
horrible.
everybody that I knew. I said, I tried to tell you, and you were saying, oh no, Tiffany, it's just in your imagination. Just you're using the black card. No, I'm
You know
not.
what? You know what? But you could because most of the children in foster care, don't get me wrong, there are white children in foster care because there are white people who are poor to middle class in the community. So they are, but let's just talk about like financial status. Let's just use a wealthy black family. They're not gonna have to go through this. They're not gonna have to go through it because they know that that wealth is gonna afford them an attorney, and then it's gonna turn into something they don't want. They don't want that smoke. They don't want that. That's why they pick on us poor folks, and I say us because I ain't wealthy. That's why they pick on
Right.
us and our children. They'll go
Well,
in the school like this is the fact that it's legal
well, I'm
is
gonna send you
crazy
some.
to me.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna send you some stuff so you can hand out to some of your parents.
I
Okay.
would love to. I would love
Um,
to.
and one of them has to deal with the school. And when I went up there to the school, I act see, this is what I tell people. You really don't want to fuck with me because you don't know who I know. Okay. So I
Hello.
called my friend
Mhm.
who works for the school board that I've known for 20 years, said, hey, I don't want these people to think I'm crazy. So I need you to get me a meeting with them because I need to serve them a paper. And she's like,
Hmm.
okay. So I walked in there and I said, hello, my name is Tiffany Wise and I'm XYZ's grandmother. And hold on a minute.
You see his little buddy.
I said, I'm an advocate here and across the country. And I have made my grandson a target. So here's a piece of paper because I know you contract with CPS.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't. I'm against them. And
Hmm.
what it pretty much says is nobody from the school principal to the janitor is allowed to speak to him outside of education. And if they do, and I am not there, I'm going to sue you because you now violated one, the contract, two, my rights as his guardian,
Mhm.
and three, you violated his rights because you have no right to talk to him.
Hmm.
And this is
And
what
they
they
do it
did.
all the time.
Okay, Miss Wise, anything you want. What if he comes in and wants to talk to us and said, you call me? Because whatever he says can be misconstrued. And we're
Absolutely.
not having that. I
Mhm.
will be there
Absolutely.
or you don't talk to him.
Right.
And I had to send it
Mhm.
to Richmond because that's the head of education in my state. And I sent it to the local school board, which I beat twice. Um, yes, so they don't like me. They don't like me, but they also know I'm not playing with them.
If they don't like you, that means you're doing something right.
Hmm.
Because there's too many people who don't speak up. Educators. It's too many
Right.
Hmm.
people who see the
Mhm.
wrongdoing and don't
Mhm.
say anything. And it's a lot of parents who
Yep.
want to say something, but they have so much fear in them and feel like they don't have any support. And you know how the police will get you by
Mhm.
yourself and make you feel like, oh, well, you're never going to see your kids again if you don't this, and that. Like, if you don't know your rights, it can be very scary if you don't know your rights. But if you something like Tiff, if you something like me, bring it on, because
Right.
all I needed was that experience, and I learned through my experience. I learned, and now I feel like an unlicensed attorney. Stop playing with
Huh.
me.
Huh. Well, let me tell you something. When ATF
Mhm.
came to arrest me, I'm not going to talk about it online, but when ATF came to get me, they said, we could do this easy way or the hard way. And you'll never see your kids again. Here I go. As long as
Right.
I'm alive and I'm in a prison, they'll know I'm okay.
Hello, hello, we got
Mhm.
that story in common. I won't say it online either, but yeah,
Right.
that's what they do. That's what they do, and that's why I love being an advocate, because women and men, they need to hear it from somebody who's actually experienced it, who's been through it, who's been in the trenches, in the courtrooms, dealing with the guardian ad litem,
Mhm.
dealing with caseworker after caseworker after caseworker after caseworker, judge after judge after judge, because you constantly getting transferred 24/7. They want to drive you crazy to the
Yeah.
point where you don't have the fight in you left to get your children so they can keep the money. The children are the money.
Yeah.
The children are the money. They want to
Yeah.
drive the parents crazy to the point where they can't even get their kids back. You're going to have to
Right.
kill me first.
Mhm.
Well, this is what I told him. In fact, there's 3 judges here that won't even hear a case with my name on it. I told him I will not break, I will not
I know
bend,
that's
I will
right.
right, I will not concede, and I will not consent. You got the right one now.
Listen, let me tell y'all a tiny story. I'm kids in foster care. I get to the end, right? Where it's supervised visits. Okay. I'm at the end. This is the day I got my kids back. Okay. Crazy shit. I sing. I auditioned. This was in 2019, not that long ago. I auditioned
Mhm.
for The Voice.
Man.
I made it. The judge gets wind of it. My last hearing I have to go to, I have to be in California. So we have a hearing, and the judge is like, "Oh, you auditioned for The Voice. You could sing. Let me hear you sing." I sang. She made the order that day to release my children back to me. Skip the whole rest of the process of.
Oh,
So that's
no.
when I knew that it was some bullshit. Cause I'm like, you mean to tell me that because the judge's favorite show is The Voice, and because I can sing and I made it on the show, so she thought I went to the last audition and I didn't make it on the actual show, but she thought I was gonna make it on there and gave me my kids back. Not because I'm an amazing parent, not because my children had already been in custody for 18 months and I should have been at them back, but because I made it on The Voice. That's why. Somebody tell like help me understand that. Because I don't, and that was like my eighth judge in 18th month in 18 months.
And
Like I'm
Tiff, that's the
still trying to wrap
thing.
my mind around that. Like what the what? What?
Yeah, that's crazy. But congratulations.
I mean, thank you. I mean, but I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Like, girl,
Yes.
you mean to tell me y'all put me through all these drug classes, all this therapy, and
Mhm.
all I had to do was come in here and sing. What did I sing? The Star Spangled Banner to get my kids back? Like that to me was a slap in the face because I had that voice when y'all took my kids. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I never was a bad parent. And then I've been with my husband for 27 years. All of my kids are with him. We've been together. Like, we never deserved to have our kids taken away. But because we were felons and because we were former, whatever, ATFers, you know what I mean? That was a reason to be like, oh, well, we're going to take your kids and what you going to do about it? And there was nothing we could do about it. We had to just deal with it. And that's the unfortunate part. It's like now I know there is something you could do about it, but then I didn't know. I didn't know. And people like
Mhm.
you all, I hope I want to do whatever I can do to help spread the word about you, the work that you guys do, because I did not know that there were other people out there like me. I didn't. And this work
Mhm.
is so important because this work has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with clout. It has nothing to do with fame. It's literally about the children and their families being reconnected.
Yeah.
And I live for it. I live for it. Like I'm here for it. I am baby Tiff. Okay.
Aww.
Or I don't know. I think I might be older than you. Well, you said you've been doing this for 30 some years, so it may be because you look young. But when you said you've been doing it this long, I'm like, well,
I'm
hell,
55.
no, you not.
Ooh,
No, you're
Lordy May.
Yes,
not.
I am. I got 10 grandkids.
I know that's right, honey. You look good.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Well, I can't be baby Tiff. I'm 43. Yeah, I'm
Well,
baby Tiff.
well,
I'm baby Tiff.
I consider Darren my brother, so
Yeah,
he
you
could be my
definitely
sister.
Period. We at this point we are because it's the goal. It's the
Yeah.
goal. So what's the ultimate goal? Can I
Mhm.
ask you guys some? What is the ultimate goal? I know getting the babies home, being an advocate, but at the end of the day, you guys are creating a legacy. What do you want people to know or remember about you from this podcast? Like when you're no
When
longer
we're dead
here.
and gone.
Yes, I didn't want to say that, but yes.
Sooner than later.
I think the only thing that I want to be remembered for was that I had a big heart, and when it came to kids, I did everything I could to get them home or keep them
Yes,
in their
ma'am.
home.
Yes.
That's all I want.
And what about you, Darren?
I just, I want this system gone. I want
Come
CPS
on.
abolished. I want the communities to get back to taking care of their own kids. Like, we can do this ourselves.
Yes.
The people always say it takes a village, right? Well, let the village raise the kid, then stop with this big government. What the hell do these millionaire rich congressmen know about raising my kid, your kid, Tiff's
Exactly.
kids? They don't know a
They
damn
don't know
thing.
nothing about
You know what
raising
I
their
mean? This
own
is
damn
all being
kids.
Yeah.
right, because they got nannies.
Right.
They got people that they pay to do this stuff.
Right.
So it's just absolutely insane. These people have no idea what they're doing. Why the government thinks they're better parents than us, I have no idea. So I say get rid of all of them and just let people be parents,
Right.
period.
Like,
I mean, here's the thing. If there's abuse going on, it's going to be just like the old days. Let it be that way. Because you know what? The group of fathers in that neighborhood knows that little Johnny been getting his ass kicked by his parents. They find out that that's unjust. Guess what? Little Johnny's dad's going to get his ass kicked.
exactly.
And then that's going to stop. And the neighborhood families will take care of little Johnny and make sure that he's okay and safe and fed and clothed until that situation fixes itself. There's no need to call the cops. There's no need to call all these other
Right.
people, cause this family all this hate and discontent for this problem, make the mother out to be a bad person because she's been trying to leave an abuser, or vice versa, make a man out to be an abuser, which that's absolutely what he's not in the
Right.
family. I mean, these people are just splitting families apart. They're literally kidnapping children. I mean, this thing is disgusting. And how many billions, if not trillions and trillions of dollars are they spending? Because we know what they report to us, what they say, but how many dollars and cents are hidden away in things called like, the Australian Goose Safety Act or things like that,
Wow.
where they got, $10 million over here or $20 million
Hmm.
over here. There's so much money. And this is what I don't get. Where the hell are all the freaking parents to stand up and say that this is
Exactly.
wrong? Why can we get a million man march for the black communities? We can get a million man march for every other community, for the LGBTQ, for all this stuff. But when you start talking about saving the kids from CPS, not a damn person will come out. You might be lucky you get
That's
50 people.
sad.
And how is that so? When you have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people directly affected every year, not just once, every year. Well, the statistics say 7 million people interviewed last year. Out of that 7 million, what, a half a million ended up being founded and yada, yada, yada. Well, those people have uncles, nephews, brothers, cousins, sisters, whatever they are, whatever part of the family. That's millions and millions and millions and millions of people that we can't get together to stand in unity, to show these pieces of shit in government that we're here, we're strong, and we're not going to take your shit trying to parent our kids anymore. Where are these
You
Well,
know
parents?
I
what?
told
That's such
you.
an
That's all
amazing
I got.
point. I didn't even really look at it like that. You could bring like the Million Man March and you right. You right. Why aren't people coming together for these children? That's a great point. That's crazy to me.
Well, I hold
Yeah.
little things here, right? And
Tiff, you're knocking out too
what?
mine. So you're knocking out too my little rant, so don't even try.
So I think the second one we did, Darren and I had just did a show. Right after I got off the show, I got a call from a person here. They said, Tiffany, we want to come. All the parents want to come, but we were told by CPS, if you show up at Tiffany Wise's rally, we are going to take your kids. I called there and I said,
What?
put us on a live right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
I said, how
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
dare
that's pretty
you?
cool.
How dare you
Wow.
threaten the parents that we're educating here?
Wow. They
You
don't want
have
them
the
to be educated.
audacity. No.
That's it.
They
That's
don't.
it. Because that's the way we look at it. So here's the thing with CPS, it's this, right? Unfortunately, and I'm going to say this, if they get their hands on your kids, you have 90% chance that you're never
Yep.
going
Oh,
to get
you're
those
right.
kids home. That's
You're
just the thing.
absolutely right.
That's facts. That's so where we need to stop them is before this, and not before this, like when they're investigating or whatever, because now they're not even investigating anymore. Now it's pretty much lock, stock, and barrel. They come in, they see you at your house,
Yep.
they're taking your kids. See you
Yep.
later, bye. No time to fix things, no anything. So education is where it needs to start. Your rights as a human being, because not only for CPS, but for the greater good of this country and for
Absolutely.
yourself. but you need to know what your rights are, who can talk to you, who can't talk to you. And I don't suggest being rude and forward with people, but you know what? You can be. If they're fucking with you, fuck with
Hello.
them back. Like that's it. But be prepared because you can't take into consideration the corruption. Like even though they can't do this, they're gonna do it because the corruption it takes the precedent of that. But that's not that you lost. So just be prepared for that and educate your kids. Tell them. I mean, we have T-shirts that we sell that says CPS corruption. It says I'm property of my mother and father.
Mm,
Like no, you're not. Don't let your kids know. They don't need to talk to see. They don't need to talk to anybody at just
at
anywhere that they
all.
are. You and them and like that's it. So education, education, education. Know your rights. Know your Constitution. Know your Bill of Rights. Know all of these things because that's the only safety net that you have between your kids being kidnapped and sitting there at Sunday watching football with everybody having a grand time and a barbecue.
Exactly.
Is if you can't stop that, if you can't stop them from kidnapping your kids, that first initial thing, then chances are good that you're never going to see those kids in your family
That's
setting
why I
again.
tell
Something,
parents,
So education,
I'm the advocate
something.
you want at the front door because I'm your first line of defense. Because I can tell you my rights backwards, forwards, in my sleep, drunk, hot. It wouldn't matter. I can tell you. And I don't
Okay.
get
she
drunk
doesn't even
and I
drink.
don't do drugs, but I'm telling you, it doesn't, I could be
Period.
obliviated.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine, Precious, if she did drink? It'd be
Oh
drugs. Holy
man. Oh, I
smokes.
could. Like she literally is me. We are mirroring each other. I can tell by her delivery. She's just passionate. I'm sure she's misunderstood by a lot of people.
I am.
Probably have been called loud.
Yep.
Probably, you know
I'm
what I
not
mean? I get it.
belligerent.
Talkative.
Right. And you're
Hey,
passionate.
wait.
I
You're
am
passionate.
passionate.
What was it that we were doing? What were you doing? What was the words that they were saying?
Yep.
Spewing?
Oh, so I called out an attorney. I sure the fuck did. I got his address or his phone number, his name. I called him out. He's in Iowa. And I hope you're watching Ed Harvey. Um, because he
Hmm.
told his
That name sounds
client
familiar.
we were spewing conspiracy theories.
Spewing, huh?
Yeah. Um,
Spewing,
we
yeah.
didn't know case law, but I guarantee you we know more case law than almost 90% of these lawyers do.
Hello.
Um, oh yeah, he told his client all kinds of shit. I said, well, I tell you what, you send this video to your lawyer because I said, come on, Ed Harvey, come on to the show.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
want you on my show.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't heard nothing.
If I will be glad to welcome Ed Harvey to Mindset Mistress social media because he definitely don't want that
Yeah.
smoke. And then let me say this too.
Yay.
Darren, you said something that's so important. I'll be listening to the gems that you and Tiff be dropping for people who's listening. Darren said something so important for those of you who are listening, who may be trying to get your children back or are in a situation like this. He said, not 90% statistically, 90% of the time your children have been removed, you probably won't get them back. That is very
Mhm.
unfortunate, but it is very true. It is very true. And for somebody who has lived it, I was like Tiff, I was in shock at first. I was depressed, I was in shock, but then I woke up and remembered that I had to fight for my kids. Okay. So
Mhm.
all of the stuff that they put you through, that ain't those are all distractions. They're gonna put you through hell
Mhm.
to get your kids back. I
Mhm.
mean, make you walk buck naked on hot coals. That is the stress that they're gonna put you under to get your kids back. But me, I'll do it. I'll do it. But while you're in
Mhm.
the system, like Tiff said, please learn. Learn everything that you can learn. Trust no one in the system, including
Mhm.
your attorney. Because the attorney, the guardian ad litem, and the judge, they're all working together. It's never about you. They're
Mhm.
always against you. They're all against you. You might get a good lawyer every now and then, one that's being paid or one that's not being paid a lot, but just so passionate about it. That's a one in a million. But like Tiff said, learn. Darren said 90%. Once they remove them, don't let them remove your kids. Don't even let it get to that point. Don't let these motherfuckers in
Right.
your house
Mhm.
at
That's it.
all.
Unless they have a warrant, they ain't
Yeah,
coming in.
period.
Period.
If they don't have no warrant,
Mhm.
bye. Peace.
Even if
Like,
they
Mhm. That's
even
it.
if they get a removal order, and you have to hear what I'm saying to you. if your children are in your home with a removal order, they still have to get a warrant to enter the home.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And another thing y'all were saying where Darren, you said educate your children. Let them know because them folks will go to they will wait till your kids are at school away from you. The teachers, the principal, the school, they gonna let them. They
Mm-hmm.
gonna call your baby out of class and they're going to let people question your children without you being present. Y'all heard what Tiff said earlier. Please educate
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Make a contract for the school. I wish the fuck you would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't say that in the contract, but don't
Mm-hmm.
like you have to be prepared because this is the kind of stuff they do.
Mm-hmm.
They target certain people like us, kids that are in the public school
Mm-hmm.
system. This is what they do is money.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
imagine me, I had 6 kids. Money.
Mm-hmm.
Money. They were putting my kids all in therapy. Somebody got to get paid for that therapy. Putting them in this, putting them in that. Everybody's getting a check from my kids. And
Mm-hmm.
I can't even see them. Can't
Yeah.
talk to them. Can't call
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they do. They push you to the edge to where you drive yourself crazy. Some people kill themselves.
Yeah, that's
Some
what we were
people
talking about.
they get drove into drugs and alcohol. You know what I mean? It's too
Mm-hmm.
much for somebody to just take your babies that you carried and pushed out of your uterus
Mm-hmm.
for somebody to come and take your
Mm-hmm.
kids and tell you what you can do with them
Mm-hmm.
and when you can talk to them and when you can see them. I promise y'all I was about to go back to prison, but I didn't.
Well, I
I
didn't
didn't.
either. But I
I
will tell you
didn't.
this.
It's hard, ain't it?
Yeah, it was. Because I'm going to tell you. This bitch, Tamara Leith, I hope you watch. That's her name.
Yeah, Tamara.
She she said, Tiffany,
I
if
love her. I
you
love her.
don't come and see your kids, I'm calling your parole officer. Girl, do you know what I did? I picked that motherfucking phone up. I called my parole officer from her office, told him the situation. He said, put her on the phone.
Wow.
He told her she's not breaking any laws. You can't violate
Wow.
her. I'm the only one that can violate her. If she doesn't want to see her kids, I can't force her to see her kids. So this is what I
Wow.
told them. I'm not doing a motherfucking thing
Mm-hmm.
you want. You all lied about my drug test. Now I had to piss for 3 people: the state, CPS, and the feds. Okay, so I know you know
Wow.
about that.
Oh
So
yeah.
my drug tests for the state and CPS were coming up dirty the same day I was taking one for the feds. I said, I'm
Wow.
telling you, I'm not dirty. So they
Wow.
finally told CPS and the state, they were the federal government. I was their quote unquote, their prisoner because I was out on parole. They were going to handle my drug test from this day forward. And guess what? None of my drug tests ever came back dirty.
What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Do y'all see? Do y'all hear what she's saying? Do y'all hear what she's saying? Don't get a caseworker that don't like you because they know they have
That's
the
right. Yep.
control of how you get to move with your kids. That's a whole nother aspect of it. Like Darren said, it's so many different aspects of this. It's so many different levels and layers to this shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
Tiff said, get a caseworker that don't like you. They're going to make your life a living hell. They're going to make false reports. They're going to make it seem like you showed up late to your visits. They're going to make it seem like you were inappropriate with your children. One time I had somebody write a report on me because I said, bye, Felicia, to
Mm-hmm.
one of my kids, and that worker didn't even understand like the culture. They didn't know. I'm like, girl, bye, Felicia. The way I said it. They said I was being aggressive and inappropriate and called my child out of their name. That's the type of shit you gotta go through when you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to get your kids back. It's little petty things that can set you back 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's criminal.
Well, I will tell you this. I got tired of fucking with these people. Okay. So I said, hey, who's the best lawyer in this town? I said, well, the only way to find out, Tiffany, is if you go to court. So I went to court and I saw this woman.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. I hired her.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to hide my records. She subpoenaed them. The judge said, turn them over. She found that my daughter was being sexually abused and physically abused.
my
She found
God.
that my son had been physically abused and they hid it from me.
Oh my
This
God.
caseworker was falsifying information in my file. So when we went to court and she took the stand, so she
Wow.
testified to all her BS, right? So my lawyer gets up and starts questioning her. And she's like, "Really? Because this file over here
Mhm.
doesn't say what your file says." Right? So she
It's
looked at the
criminal.
judge. She said, "I want her whole testimony impeached." The judge looked at their lawyer and said, "I'm striking and impeaching her whole testimony. And if I were you, she needs to be fired." So they fired her.
Mhm.
But at the
He
end
need
of
to
the
be
day,
criminally charged.
well,
That's what
they
he
didn't do
needs.
that then. But at the end of the
Mhm.
day, I still lost my one daughter, right? She was the middle child in between two siblings. And I
Wow.
was pregnant. So I was good enough to raise her older sister and her two younger siblings, but not her.
Wow. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that.
It's
That's
terrible.
heartbreaking. That's
And
heartbreaking for you and your daughter.
right. And when I left the courtroom that day, I said, "This is never, ever going to happen to another person that I know, ever. This cannot happen
Wow.
because this is bullshit." That's when I started learning. And when I started, we didn't have the internet, okay? So I had to go
Right.
to the law library.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Okay. They don't know about that, especially the one
Yeah,
at the feds.
Mhm.
Okay.
that's right. That's right. Um,
Girl.
so that's when I started. I said, "This can never happen to somebody else." I didn't do shit wrong because my ex-husband decided his drugs, alcohol, and women were more important than keeping our three children for 1 year and dropped them off.
Man. And
Disgusting.
this is the kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I hope people are really listening and paying attention because
Mhm.
these are everyday scenarios that women and men go through every day. This is
Mm-hmm.
everyday type shit. These are not special circumstances. This is, I know a lot of women that have had to deal with the feds. You know what I mean? Like, I do. Unfortunately, I mean, because we to the point where we got to hustle
Mm-hmm.
here to make a living. And you know, I was born and raised in the hood. That's all I knew was hustling growing up. So, you know, eventually you end up getting caught. You change your life, but they will try to hold that over your head for the rest of your life and make it seem like you're a bad parent, like you
Yeah.
don't love your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just why? Because I sold drugs? That mean I don't love my kids? No, I want my kids to eat. That's why I sold drugs. It wasn't because it was fun. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Right.
it's a lot. So I hope all of you all out there that's listening, I have to tune into y'all podcast like when I'm not a guest because this is so needed and so necessary. I commend you all for doing what how long have you guys had the podcast?
Me and well, I started mine in 2021 by myself. And Darren started his with
Mhm.
Vince Davis, right? And then you went to yours.
Yeah, it was 2021, 2000.
So around the
Yeah,
same time.
about the same
And then
time.
I invited Darren onto my show, and I'll never forget this. A couple days later, after our show, he was blowing my phone up, right? "Oh, Tiff, we
Mhm.
need to do a show." And finally, I didn't answer him because I got other stuff going on. He got mad and was like, "Tiffany, we need to do a show, god damn it." I'm like, "Okay," right? That's all I said. "Okay." So our
I
first
love it.
Tiff and the Punisher just had their first. We just had our first anniversary on September 24th.
Oh,
So
Yep.
me and Darren have been partners for a year.
congratulations.
Yep.
Congrats. It's like I said, it was the intro songs for me. I'm just listening, waiting for it to air. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm listening to the lyrics. I'm like, they got customized intro songs.
Yeah.
Love it.
Don't you
Darren
be
wrote
I
all
cutting
the
that.
love it.
songs.
Don't you be cutting their music off while I'm trying to listen, right? Like here's the one I did for. Now fast forward to the lyrics. You like those?
That's the anniversary song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darren?
Yeah, so that's we do all kinds of stuff like that. And then of course
Is
when it's
that you on the vocals?
no, it's not me on the vocals, but
I was about
I
to
do
say,
all
let me find out.
right. Well, you know what's
So,
funny is
oh, go ahead, Darren.
I do have versions that I am the vocals in all of them. Um,
Really?
believe me when I tell you that the version that I put out there is much better.
What? Okay, so we got a
Yeah.
link on that too, because I'm
Yep.
a musician. That's my
Oh yeah,
number one.
perfect. I was.
That's my number one thing.
I have an album. We have an album of all of our CPS songs on it and everything. Yep. We got all kinds
Oh
of stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Oh
So,
yeah, we definitely got a link
Yeah.
afterwards
Hey,
because
yeah.
we got a lot of
How
stuff.
do let me I'm gonna put
well,
this up on the
listen.
screen.
So I'm
Yeah.
not the only one that said something about it because Alicia just said, I think you should do your own podcast on our channel. What do you think?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to. I would
Hell yeah.
love to. I would love to. If you guys would have me, I would love to. I would
Hell
love
yeah.
to.
Absolutely.
I love. We're all passionate about the same thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in coincidences. We're vibrating on the same frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. To Darren and Tiff and to the people in the chat. I love y'all. Like we all on the same mission. We're
Good.
all on the same mission.
Hey,
Literally.
how
So I would love to. I'm gonna talk to Darren about it, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can hook it up.
yeah,
We're
we're
going to
doing that.
talk after the show.
Yeah. Hey, how do people get in touch with you, Precious? What's the best way?
The best way to get in touch with me, honestly, is TikTok, you guys. That's the best way. You can
Right.
inbox me on any platform, but that's the best way to get in touch with me. I
And your
also
mindless
have,
mistress there?
yep, I'm mindset underscore
Mind-
mistress.
Mhm.
And if you go, I have a link in my bio. I also have my own website. I have a mindset mistress hotline that you can call. I'm closed on Sunday and Wednesday, but you
Oh,
can
good.
call and just,
Perfect.
talk about whatever. It's gonna
Yeah.
cost you, but you can call.
That's freaking oh good. I can't wait to talk to you. That's funny that you just said that because we've got something that's getting ready to fire out too. This is great.
Proud of you
Uh,
guys. This is
good talk
awesome. I'm
here.
so glad I met you guys because
Yeah.
I love the mission.
Well, I
Love the
did find you
mission.
on TikTok, but I'm not really, I told you before, I'm not really good with this all electronic shit, but I did see you and I was like,
Oh my God,
sending
Tiff.
this shit to Darren. I'm like, get her. He's like,
Yes.
okay.
Tiff, let me tell you something right now, okay? If you did decide to take TikTok serious, you would be incredible and you would make a bag because your delivery, your personality, your passion for what you do, even your mouth, the way that you talk, you know what I'm talking about. Your delivery, the people will love you. Trust me, they will love you like they love me. You understand? Like, you definitely should think about being more consistent with TikTok because it's a great marketing tool. Like TikTok literally changed, I ain't gonna say changed my life, but it did kind of change my life. It's
Well, Darren, you hear that?
celebrities follow me, they comment, they get advice from me. And I'm just like a regular schmegular girl. Like I'm not famous. I'm not rich, not even close.
Me
Bank account
neither.
low. Okay.
Guys, see
Yeah,
that?
but
You
it's
can
a
get in
good
touch
stepping
with.
stone.
She's not rich. Wink, wink. Right here at
Right.
TikTok is mindset mistress. Wink,
Okay.
wink.
Rich like chocolate cake rich, not bank account rich. You understand? That's the type of rich I am. But I do think
Right.
that you, Darren, too, like your music and all of that.
Mhm.
Like we could talk about that. I definitely can help with where it comes to social media. I do that too. Social media marketing. I have all kind
Yeah,
of hats
that's
that I
great.
wear. But I would love to help you all with that and your followers. Like if they need help with anything or whatever, like I'm here. I'm part of the team.
All right. She
Well,
said
Team
it. You
Tiff and
heard it
hopefully,
here
Darren.
first, everybody.
hopefully you'll be seeing her more. So we're going to talk to her and see if we
Not
can get her
hopefully.
to
We
join
will
us.
be seeing her more. I
Oh
think that's what
yeah.
we
Oh yeah, I'm in
yeah.
there. I'm in there. I ain't going nowhere. I already feel the love from you guys and how passionate you are and the experience. Definitely, no shade, Darren. Definitely love Tiff though, because we got the same energy.
Mhm.
Darren, so talented. You are
Mhm.
talented, honey. Super
I will
talented. Like, I love the energy. So we're gonna do some things. I can already tell we're gonna make some things happen.
And you
uh,
know what? I was told today, Darren.
I don't know, but I'm gonna hear it.
Well, this is good though. Okay,
All right.
so first, everybody, the next birthday thing that Darren does, he better put his fucking name in it. Like, it's not just my birthday. His birthday's the day after my birthday. So it better be Tiff
Really?
Punisher. Yes.
Mhm.
Birthdays. Okay. So just remember I said that. Anyway, they said the chemistry on our shows between me and you is
Mhm.
phenomenal.
That's perfect. That's good.
It is.
That is good. That's great. We got chemistry. We
It
do.
is.
And then
You.
we
It
had,
seemed like y'all been doing it for a long time.
yeah, we'll have 200 shows. That's like, it's kind of crazy,
What?
and I hate to say it. When you have 200 shows on YouTube, it's like legend status
Wow.
almost. Because it's so hard. People don't stick to it in YouTube, because it's so hard to even get a subscriber. So don't forget to like and subscribe either, and don't
Oh
forget to check
yeah, I need to do
out.
that.
Yes, like and
I need
subscribe.
to go
Yes,
like
we
and
definitely do.
subscribe. Yes,
That's
we'll
right.
definitely do that. So
Um,
is it CPS breaking news? Is that what it is
yep,
on YouTube?
CPS break no, on YouTube.
No.
So it's at Abolish CPS is the name of the station. It's but I mean yes, the title is CPS breaking news, but the call handle for it is at Abolish CPS.
Okay,
We'll
So
give
Abolish
it to you after
CPS.
the show because
right.
Yeah,
Darren is
I'm gonna
trying to
get all of
go.
that.
But
Yeah,
don't get
yeah,
off.
yeah, Tiff. Yes,
I'm
yes,
not.
Tiff, Tiff. Everybody, Tiff said it's time to go. So fun police are here. Let's end the show. Let me turn the
Not
music.
the fun police.
All right, everybody, don't forget to get a hold of her TikTok, Mindset Mistress. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a good night. If I'm coming, I said it.
Bye.
Okay.
I've never been a perfect person. I put the cart before the horse. A list of reasons, long as sermons, why I never needed God. Then I heard his voice.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
Imagine being a child who has been torn away from their security blanket, their parents, the ones who stopped the boogeyman from terrorizing the nights and curing their boo-boos when they scrape their knees. Now just imagine how they mightest feel when the CPS meant to protect them tears them away from their supposed abusers and places them with strangers who have zero comforting skills. They need to be calm. They are confused, lost, panicked, and needing their parents, but CPS took them away for the purpose of saving them. The kids don't even know why, and they are told that the parents they attach to no longer want them. What do you think that does? Do you think that this is how protecting children is supposed to look? Abolish CPS.